Please welcome Gianmarco Soresi.
All right. So first, my rebuttal for what you've heard so far. First of all, this is not going to be easy to convince you guys to save. And you guys look like the kind of people who donate to NPR every single year. I first want to say, you should not trust either the two people you just heard. They're both authors. They write books for a living. Of course they want you to spend money on shit you don't need. Now, Blythe said you can die at any moment. Sure, that's true. You could also break your leg at any moment as well. And you're going to need some money for that shit. My health insurance right now is called, and this is not a joke, it's called catastrophic care. And the way that it works, in the case of like a disaster, it comes with just enough coverage to identify the body. Blythe was saying the economy is not built for normal people. I think she forgot that we are performing on the Upper West Side. None of you are normal people. If New York City goes underwater, you're going to need money for boats. And then finally, I do have to push back against the improve the vibes of New York City. That is not the policy I want the NYPD to be enforcing right now. Their definition of vibes is very different than mine. Yeah, I know it's a bummer. I know. I hear you. But I am honored. I'm honored to be on this team. I'm honored to be on the SAVE team. Not everyone knows that I'm Jewish. My argument is pretty simple. You need to save money because things are getting worse. We all feel it. We all know it. Every day, life is getting worse. And you need more and more money to make it okay. I was on an airplane. I fly Delta. And I got upgraded for free. I did not spend it, don't worry. I got upgraded to a Comfort Plus chair. Normally, this is like a $30 to $40 fee. I got upgraded for free to a Comfort Plus chair. And I went to sit down in my Comfort Plus chair, and let me tell you, it was the same fucking chair as before. But then I looked behind me, and what I saw horrified me. Behind me were rows and rows of skeletons of chairs that once were. And I realized, no, I was not Comfort Plus. That was Comfort Negative. And that's where it starts, with Comfort Plus chairs. Next thing you know, they say for $50, you can fly in the plane. And you go, oh, I thought this was part of the arrangement we already had. Then it's for $100 when you take off, we won't kick you in the dick. What is going on? You need to save money, or you're going to get kicked in the dick. And it's not just airlines. We all feel it with everything else. Lyft. I did it on the way here. I was running late for the show, and I had to take a Lyft. And it said for $50, the Lyft will come in 2 minutes. But for $39, it won't come at all. And I said, you know what? Fuck you, Lyft. I'm going to walk for $14. We need to save money. Let me be honest about something, and I don't say this proudly. I come from money. And I can tell that many people in this room come from money as well. Not all of you, but a good number of you. And if we run out of money, no one's going to help us out. I was on the train, and there was a person asking for money, and of course they start with the speech. They said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry to interrupt your day. Both my parents were eaten by dogs. I've been hit by a car 3 times a day since the time I was a child. Please give me $1. And obviously people give money. Not me, of course, because I'm Team Save. But I'll tell you something. If I ever run out of money, my speech is not going to be as inspiring. God forbid, if I have to give money one day, this will be my speech. Ladies and gentlemen, sorry to interrupt your day. I was given every advantage a human being can get in this world. But then suddenly, at the age of 34, my father cut off my allowance. If you could please donate some money for some new headshots, I also accept healthy snacks. You don't need to spend money. You can get most things for free if you're willing to wait. Round of applause if you spent money to come to this show tonight. I want you to look at the people who didn't applaud. And I want you to say, wow, you are smarter than me. There are 2 chairs up here. Anyone could walk in and get these chairs for free right now. No one would stop them. You could just wait like me and get booked on this show. I don't even know how I got this job. I don't know who runs this shit. One day I just waited and I got an email, and when you look at that, I'm getting paid to be here. Wait. Yeah, you don't need to pay for a latte. Just steal someone else's who doesn't show up. Sure, you could buy one of Ginny's books, but as Ginny will attest, she sent me one for free a couple months ago. In conclusion, save your money, because you start spending money, you start making mistakes. Okay, I went through a very lucrative time in my life. When I was 25, I was the spokesman for General Electric. Okay, yeah, I know you don't know, because that was a long, long time ago. And I got that money, and I said, "Wow, I have some money. I'm going to spend. I'm going to spend it." And you know what I spent it on? I spent it on a web series about my acting career. I spent money on something nobody wanted to watch, about something nobody wanted me to do. And you know what good that web series came to be? Being booked on this show, and that's about fucking it. I also meant to say, oh yes, I know. I want to say a word. It's bold for Blythe to make fun of Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos is the reason either of you are making any money this year off book sales. Nobody in here buys locally, I'll tell you that. They're browsing at best and then looking up on Amazon a cheaper used version of that book. And Jeff Bezos is a great philanthropist. I don't know if you know, last year Jeff Bezos donated $25 million to help the homeless. Which I know it sounds generous. It got a lot of press in the Washington Post, as you can imagine. But I did the math as someone who made the mistake of spending. $25 million for Jeff Bezos is 0.028% of his net worth. Let me tell you guys something. Me donating 0.028% of my net worth is like if I went up to a homeless guy and stole $1. That is my time. Thank you.